Good afternoon, everyone.
Welcome to another episode of Married to Wine. And what is exciting about this is that we are in the month of love.
Il mese di San Valentino.
Translate that to me.
The month of Saint Valentine.
Oh, thank you very much for that introduction. We have another wine on the table. And what is exciting about this is that
Excuse me.
Alexandra, it is so much more beautiful if you say it like that. Yeah?
Of course it is.
Such a beautiful, young, dynamic, go-getter winemaker who has really stepped it up to work as a viticulturist, worked in the Barossa Valley, the Turin as viticulturist, Druk my niet. I mean, she really kind of made some full circles in the wine industry to understand what winemaking is all about before she kind of took the leap of faith and said, I'm strong enough to make my own thing. And I haven't tasted this wine, so I'm super excited.
But you've had the opportunity, privilege to have spoken to Alexandra.
I haven't. You know, she's just such a happy person. And I think what makes her happy is to make other people happy.
Sure.
And this is why the wine is so special. Isn't that what wine is all about? It's there to drink and enjoy and be merry together. And when I said to her, so why the name Monday's Child? And that's a beautiful nursing rhyme.
Until you told me, I didn't know there existed a Monday's Child.
Let me think. Monday's Child is fair of face. Tuesday's Child is full of grace.
I've never heard it before.
And she's fair. She's got this strawberry blonde, long hair. She's like a wisp of a person. She past here and she's gone. She's almost like she can probably climb in a barrel, so she's so small. But not only that, when they picked, this is the second vintage of Monday's Child.
Sure.
And when they went out to pick the grapes, it was just one of those perfect Monday mornings, clear skies, beautiful day. It's blue. It's just a magical day in the vineyards. And so, as this was her first baby, and it's like her child, it was just it just made sense. I think it was just a bit of a revelation, and that's what she wanted to do. And then plus the fact that she's got this love affair with Chenin Blanc. And I know. So I think you will be particularly interested. Have you read anything about the wine? Do you know much about the wine?
I'm going to. This is really one of those where I'm going to purely try it for the first time in the glass and give my opinion in the glass. First time. 1,400 bottles. Although I quickly looked, 1,301. I'm sure some are kept for the library, and this is written by hand, so I don't know who wrote every single number by hand, but good on you.
It was Alex.
I won't be surprised, Alexandra.
Alexandra.
So 2020 Chenin Blanc. Tell me a little bit about it. What do you know?
I don't know much about it. All I know is that a real hands-off approach. So no fining, no filtration, as little as
protein
possible.
Stabilized?
Yes.
Yep.
And the vineyards were planted in 88.
Exactly, the year that I'm matriculated, 34 years ago.
Well, there you go. And really part of their winemaking philosophy is to create a harmony in the South African wine tapestry. So go and find vineyards, build a relationship with the farmer, buy his grapes, make sure if you buy older grapes that those vines stay in the soil. And we were talking about this whole sustainability. It doesn't really encapsulate what this beautiful environment of wine and being in harmony with everybody is all about.
Yes.
So that making people happy again is what it's all about. So it's really a beautiful philosophy.
Well, let's go ahead and try this beautiful wine. Like we said earlier, Chenin Blanc. I mean, it's a varietal that's closest to my heart with regards to white varietals. Its diversity, what the grape is able to produce in the right hands, of course.
Very versatile.
Very, very versatile, and you can produce some exquisite wines, and I truly believe this is one of them without me even putting my nose to it. And something else that I believe with regards to Chenin and Chardonnay for that matter, I don't enjoy serving them too cold.
Yeah, she particularly said, because there's such delicate nuances, especially when you talk about older vines, You don't want to miss any of those nuances
Sure.
by having it too cold.
Sure.
So let it probably, if it's a bit cold, let it warm up in the glass.
Yep.
Just on origin, this is from Volker Dry, that Caribbean farm.
What the block has got? What bung? The block is that?
Bankroot.
Bankrootstien.
So if you drink too much of it, you'll probably go bankroot. But
Yeah,
I don't think. I
absolutely.
think extremely reasonable prices.
Right. So on the nose, quite primary.
Yeah, I think there's like a, you know, when you have pork and they serve that apple sauce with it, but I get like a pear sauce.
I get those baby apples. You know, the sauce like those baby apples come in. That's what I'm picking up. But with that, I'm picking up a lot of very fresh fruit.
And pear tree blossoms.
Excuse
When
me.
you drive into Elgin, and it's blossom season, that apple blossom, pear blossom,
Okay.
very delicate, quite aromatic.
Piffy as well.
Yeah, that would probably be on taste. I don't think.
No. You know, when
Even
when
young
pull,
pineapple.
Not on taste, on nose. When you pull the orange skin off an orange. That,
Oh, like zest.
yeah.
The white.
No, the white.
Okay.
Dame un pochettino di chance.
Okay, go ahead. All yours.
Yes.
Lots of lime, a little bit of a preserved lime. There's a creaminess, like almost like a lemon biscuit, lemon meringue.
Bella, prova. How fresh is this wine? Yeah,
It's got superpower though.
This absolutely.
You know, Alice can don her cape for this one and
Wow.
be Superwoman, because it really arrests your palate. It really arrests your senses. So it's like you take a sip, it's like, oh, I'm here. It's almost like
Absolutely.
hits you back a little bit because of its
But
intensity.
Sam, Stellenbosch Chenin, this freshness, bone dry.
I would not have said Stellenbosch.
No, certainly not.
But I think that's the decision of when they pump it over to barrel. You know, when it goes to barrel and ferment in barrels, all wild ferment, they leave it on the lees, stir the lees up a little bit, so you can really understand and see that texture and layers that's pulled
And it's whole bunch
into this
fresh,
wine.
yes?
Whole bunch fresh.
Fresh.
So yeah,
Yeah, this one is
done in a very natural, holistic
Sure.
approach.
And what would be interesting to see what this wine does with time. That would be
Sure.
very, very interesting, because this freshness, this crispiness, this wine, I believe, could definitely go. It's not a sprint with this wine.
I'm salivating.
But this wine is made for some time, and I think it's going to get even better than what it is today. Even better.
I love the texture on this wine, and the wine really comes in and say, "Hey, I'm here."
Sure, it demands attention straight away.
Well, now with South Africa that's been flirting with Chenin Blanc
Oh,
for
look
so
at
many
you,
years.
flirting.
Well, we have, and I think it's a calling card for South Africa.
Of course
If
it
you
is.
can get your hands onto this and really find people that do these small, beautiful things with Chenin Blanc.
But-
And so, celebrating the month of love, Alexandra
Brava.
is willing to give a case away. But you've got to go and on Facebook, go and tell us why you love Chenin Blanc. And then if you win this case, there's also a voucher included for you and somebody else to go to the Inland Order and to taste with them cheese platter, the whole words. Barabim, baraboom, beautiful, like it's love, eh?
Sure.
It's the month of love.
So you mentioned, you got to write why you like Chenin Blanc, but I would like to know why you like Chenin Blanc, not necessarily in the glass,
Love.
but in general. Love,
Okay.
yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
And of course, you've got to take the appropriate people. And vediamo cosa succede, no? Buono, eh? Congratulations.
Molto buono.
Congratulations,
Alex, this wine is superb.
Alexandra, per la quinta volta.
Alexandra.
Brava.
This wine is superb.
It
I'm,
is.
I'm really taken aback. Not that I expected anything less, but it's a Chenin Blanc to remember.
Sure.
It's definitely not your ordinary run of the mill. There's character, there's finesse, there's a femininity about it.
McFarlane Wines, Alexandra, congratulations, and thank you very much for the
So it
privilege.
always stops me, thinks I'm going on for too long.
Well,
Superb. This wine is ridiculously good.